The Telegraph, obviously a Brexit newspaper, has predicted that Britain will economically outstrip Germany in the next few years. Well, that's their take on the matter. The International Monetary Fund says the same thing. But that will only work so long as the government doesn't muck things up. And that's what the government does best. I'm Grannyopteryx. So here we have this optimistic article: Britain to outgrow Germany for years to come as Eurozone growth engine stutters. Okay, and what's happening is this: Germany is slowing down. And when Germany slows down, of course, everywhere in Europe slows down, because Germany has been the powerhouse. The thing about the European Union is it worked on a system where it believed that the world would stay the same. That's a big problem that happens with a lot of governments. It's not just the Eurozone. It was an optimistic idea that everything will calm down. There'll be no more war in Europe. We'll just keep on going. It became a very big, heavy ship, which is difficult to turn round. And I'm interrupting myself to remind you to click like. That does wonders for my video and for my channel. If you want to donate, well, the links are in the description, as well as links to my other platforms. But just clicking the like is tremendous help, so please do that. A local war breaks out and it can't deal with it. Of course, the other problem is that Germany depended on Russian gas, cheap Russian gas, which helped fuel their economy. And I am going to find that little video. I'll play it here. There's a little video in which I think it might be at the United Nations. Donald Trump, when president, made a speech, when president of the United States, of course, made a speech about Germany depending too much on Russian gas. And then there's a shot of the German delegation sitting there in their sharp suits and rimless glasses, and they're laughing their heads off, giggling about Trump's idiocy, because people like that, this sort of type of person, not only in Germany, of course, in Britain, in America, in Australia, those, maybe in Australia a little bit less, those woke sort of people, they had the idea that anything that came out of Trump's mouth was total nonsense. And that was all the way until Russia invaded Ukraine. And yes, to the people who are commenting under my other video, yes, Russia invaded Ukraine. It was the wrong thing to do. But that is not the point. They thought that that was the wrong thing to do as well. And they thought, therefore, that it wouldn't ever happen. And anyone who knows anything about history is that people are doing the wrong thing from time immemorial. All right, I'll find that video and I'll play it here now.
Germany will become totally dependent on Russian energy if it does not immediately change course. Here in the Western Hemisphere, we are committed to maintaining our independence from the encroachment of expansionist foreign powers.
Oh, right, I think that's probably enough time. Anyway, that should give us a New Year's laugh, shouldn't it? Oh, by the way, somebody pointed out that there are 12 days to Christmas, so I can wish everybody happy Christmas right up until the 12th day. Which I'm not going to do. There may be 12 days, but generally speaking, that particular holiday season ends in the United Kingdom, at any rate, on the 2nd of January. All right, but I think we're on the 6th now, aren't we? That's 6 geese are laying. Eggs for tea tonight. We're going to the pantomime, by the way. The whole lot of us. Okay, UK growth will outpace Germany and the Eurozone for years to come as the continent faces a deeper recession caused by higher interest rates. While both German and UK economies shrank in the 3 months to September, putting both at risk of recession, analysts at UBS, UBS is a financial services company, and expect Britain to bounce back within a year. Yeah, it will bounce back if it's properly handled. And as I said, that's not a given. I mean, if there is one wrong route that can be taken and 50 right routes, our government, whatever the government, will take the wrong one. It's like a sort of magic direction. Okay, unlike Europe's largest economy, Berlin is already grappling with, that is unlike Europe's largest economy. Okay, Berlin is already grappling with a budget crisis after Germany's top court ruled that the government broke the law by using COVID cash to fund net zero spending. I don't believe this. I didn't know about this. So, yeah, just looking at that, it appears, hang on, I'll have a look at this. Open link in new tab. I'll have a look at this because this looks amazing. Let's see if I'm guessing right. They had a fund to support businesses during COVID shutdowns, and then they used the money to, well, encourage, to fund other companies from growing, basically. You know, net zero means no industry. Let's have a look. Scholz's 60 billion net zero budget boost ruled unconstitutional. Chancellor and government in crisis after court ruling, with three-party coalition now under threat of collapse. I didn't know about this. Germany, I am truly sorry. I really am. When you go, the rest of Europe goes. You know, that's no good for anyone. I'm glad we're out of it, but still, this is not good. Germany, no island is an island. Speaking about Britain here, Germany's government has been plunged into crisis. Opposition parties predicted Olaf Scholz's three-party coalition will not survive. Oh, they're still not telling me what they did. Okay, the Constitutional Court's decision left a 52 billion shortfall in Germany's green budget, which is worth 185.2 billion pounds from 2024 to 2017. What? From 2024 to 2017? I think they may mean 2027 there. All right, so they have a green budget, they've allocated some money, and they took the COVID money that they'd taken from their national fund, and they put it into the green budget. I have some advice to you, Germany. Ditch the green budget. You'll be richer. And the richer you are, the better you can control your all the dirt and the mess. Because that's what's happened generally in the West without any green budgets. Anyway, so let's get back to this. House prices across the country have also suffered double-digit declines. That's in Germany. Right. And then they say compounded by a slow transition away from cheap Russian gas. Well, we've already dealt with that. Confidence in Britain's revival is reflected in recent bets from traders who believe UK interest rates will fall from 5.25 to 3.5 by the end of the year. Falling inflation could also provide a more favourable economic backdrop for Rishi Sunak. Just a minute, I'm going to sneeze. Well, those of you who know, when you sneeze, when somebody says something, it means it's true. So there you are. The inflation is going to go. That's a prediction. That's a guarantee. Any of you in financial markets, advice from me. Look, the British government can get this country streaking ahead if it ditches all the cumbersome laws that it has that are holding us back. Tax laws. Most of them should be... The government should just go through all the laws we have and ditch as many of them as possible. And inheritance tax, corporation tax, all those sort of taxes, they should be very stringently revised or ditched altogether. And then there's the matter of the immigration. The country is supporting uncontrolled immigration from all sorts of quarters. Some of them are coming in, some of the people are coming in legally, but with very little control or questions. We have a Hamas grandee living in a council. This is where the money goes. There are council houses. People are allowed to buy council houses, but they get them at a subsidised rate. In Hendon, which is in North London, there is a Hamas grandee living in a council house that he bought. They knew he was a Hamas grandee when he came in. He got council accommodation, so that is subsidised accommodation, and the money for that doesn't just appear from the heavens, it appears from the taxpayer. And then he bought the council house, also at a subsidised rate. Houses in North London are expensive, and he got it for about something, what appears to be about half price. And that also is down to the London taxpayer. Now, we don't need to be supporting people from Hamas. And he got in perfectly legally. So we've got people coming in by dinghy, and they come with just the clothes on their back. Officially, they don't have any family or anything to support them. They do. Some of them apparently have been going home for Christmas. But whatever. They come, they throw themselves on the mercy of the state, and the state takes care of them, puts them up in barracks, hotels. We're spending billions on hotels for these guys. You too in America. The New Yorkers, I mean, you're getting fed up of that too. But there are those people, and then there are the people who are coming in legally and just being sort of stamped through. That's a huge amount of money. And we can't afford to pay it. And if there was more money in the population, more spending potential, more earning potential, then Britain would go ahead. But as long as we have this burden on our shoulders, that's not going to happen, is it? Right, let's carry on and see here. Sanjay Raja, economist at Deutsche Bank, expects the surprise resilience of the UK economy this year will continue into 2024, keeping GDP from shrinking and allowing a firmer recovery to take hold in the second half of the year. And this is all theoretical figures. The rubber meets the road with the expenses that we don't need, the burdens that we shouldn't be carrying. Yeah? Right. So, well, that's it. Look, we can look forward to the new year of economic recovery if the government gets started. And don't talk to me about that Rwanda thing. It's a distraction. How many people can we send to Rwanda? It's not Rwanda. It's not letting them in the first place. Right, and just to end with, I'm going to, hang on a minute. Yeah, I'm going to end with this. This is a recording that Boris Johnson made congratulating a lady who's called Lily, who's 100 today, and she is a Holocaust survivor. And he's congratulating her on her reaching her 100th birthday. Well, that's not what I'm talking about here. I just want you to look at Boris Johnson.
Hi, this is Boris Johnson wishing Lily a very happy 100th birthday. And thank you for your inspirational life and everything that you have done for such a long time to keep alive the memory of the horror of the Holocaust. And it's by keeping that memory alive that we can make sure that the world is a happier and more hopeful place. So thank you, Lily. Many happy returns and happy birthday.
Have you just look at Boris Johnson? Doesn't he look ever so much slenderer? I don't know whether he's been on Ozempic or he's just been following a sensible diet, but he's definitely slimmed down. Now, does that mean he's slimming down for a political comeback? Well, only the new year will tell. Till next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the Grannyopteryx design or Grambo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.grannyopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.